Most recently, somebody reached out to me telling me that my music impacted them. And they were just telling me, hey, like, you're doing a good job. You've inspired me and keep it up. And I told them the same thing. I was like, wow, man, that's really cool. Like, I don't even really know the guy, honestly, but it's really cool to get those flowers and for people to tell me that. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Antidot. I make dark cinematic hip hop. I want to give a big shout out to Raps and Apps and the Coastal Bend Community Foundation for making the Golden Mic possible and giving artists like me a chance to shine. I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas, born and raised. And music in my household growing up was all over the place, kind of like my music. We grew up with a lot of the oldies, a lot of hip hop from the 90s. My mom listened to a lot of 80s music. I had a lot of influences, and I developed some of my own too that were kind of off the wall. I'd say the first time that I realized music was more than a hobby for me was probably in high school. And it was me and some friends, and we got into the talent show, and we got laughed at, we got ridiculed, we got pointed at. That didn't matter to me. I was having a good time with my friends, and I was up on stage, and we're making music, and everyone was, we were having a good time. And I just realized then that would be nice to do, to do music. I've been making music seriously since about 2018. And it started with me just writing verses. And then before I knew it, I learned how to write hooks, and I would just be consistent. I would learn some tips and tricks, and I developed the process. Something that's kept me going in moments of uncertainty and maybe slow is people reaching out to me and saying, hey, I've listened to this song, or I really vibe with this one, and just telling me like, wow, it's incredible. Like, this is something I can't believe I know you. And then of other people too, that like just strangers is telling me like, hey, I guess it's the people, the community that it builds, the music. If somebody met me 5 years ago compared to today, they'd say that I have a better head on my shoulders. Like, I'm a lot more level-headed, I'm a lot more disciplined, and I'm still learning, I'm still growing, that's something that we can all do. Every day you just gotta be better than what you were the day before. Being a musician from the Coastal Bend to me means a lot because it's something that I really wanna do. I'm very passionate about it, and to be born and raised in a city that embraces it, it's a music town, is something very special. Anytime I'm feeling low or if I'm feeling high, I can just go out downtown, see the scene, and see who's playing, who's doing this, who's doing that, and it's a beautiful thing to see it grow and continue to thrive. Right now, there's in the Corpus, there's a lot of things going on. There's a lot of different sounds, from country to rock and roll. A lot of people coming and going, people coming into Corpus because of that energy that we have. A lot of people coming up from that energy and just leaving. So it's a lot of coming and going. It's a lot of movers and shakers, a lot of scene setters, It's definitely alive. People outside the city don't realize about the music here in Corpus. There's a lot of drive, there's a lot of passion. A lot of people out here are doing it. We don't get the recognition like some other bigger cities like San Antonio or in Austin, but we're still doing it, And we got something to say. People are listening, and so every day is just getting better and better around here for someone like me who just wants to be able to say what I have to say. A local musician that I respect, a good friend of mine, he became a mentor. He was a former manager, Tony Gomez. He was the frontman for Kilmora, so he does like metal and stuff, but his stage presence is something incredible, and he sells out shows, and it's just something incredible. But like everyone, like so many people, they step on stage, and it's just like, so it's hard to name just one person, but I have to say my good friend Tony Gomez. If someone were to hear my sound for the first time, the way they would describe it would all depend on the song, because it could be something to turn up. What I would like them to say is something like, wow, I really felt that. I don't want them to just put it on and it's gonna be some background music, Even if they can just vibe with it, I want them to really just vibe with it, be like, wow, that was something. I want them to feel something. The mood of my music, I would say lately it's leaning towards a more dark atmosphere because there's a lot of darkness in the world. But if you listen to my music closely, there's a lot of subtext. And this is something that I've been reflecting on recently for all kinds of moves that I'm making. Like, what is my sound? Well, in the music scene, there's this old man, R. Stevie Moore. He did like over 400 albums or something. And that's incredible. He had been doing that since the 60s. People that like dance to music and stuff too, parkour people and stuff. Like, I like to think of artists as more than just like one thing, So I'm really big on the arts for sure. I've been compared to a lot of Suicide Boys. I don't do a lot of screaming on the track, but like on top of it sometimes. I say something that makes me unique in my genre of artists is that I'm a new type of artist, I would say. Within the past 10 years, I'm more of an artist who doesn't like to confine themselves within a genre. And so it just depends on how I'm feeling in that moment. So that's what would set me apart, is that I'm able to blend different sounds and do a pretty good job at it is what I've been told. My music is for, I'd say right now in this moment, somebody who's like maybe an underdog, maybe feeling lost, maybe feeling broken, you know, somebody who's been told that like, hey, you can't do this, because that's who I am, you know, like I'm somebody who I've been told before, like, what, you can't do that, and I just continue on, you know, and just keep going. So somebody who needs some kind of drive. That's why I want them to feel something, you know, because I don't want to just be on that line where I'm just like in the middle, if that makes sense. I say a specific type of fan connects deeply to my sound. Somebody who is genuine, somebody who might have some angst in them, you know, somebody who is feeling melodic, you know, someone who wants to sing something, someone who wants to hear a scene, like a scene of a movie, a story told or something, you know. Being selected for the Golden Mic for me means a lot. I've been going through so much just in life, and so just to have this right here, the Golden Mic, something that helps to just be able to have a voice, you know, and coming from the coastal bend, it means that much more to me. Opportunities like this matter a lot to artists in the coastal bend, I would say, because that's how communities thrive, you know. We help each other out, and then maybe one day we'll find ourselves in a position where we can do the same thing for the next group of artists coming up. I say for an artist thinking about doing the Golden Mic, don't think about it, just do it. Just go ahead and do it, because you never know. It's like I've always been told, a closed mouth doesn't get fed, and I'm a firm believer in that. So, I mean, if you have an opportunity there, you gotta seize it, because no one's gonna do it for you. My favorite song that I've made called Breathe, and if you listen through the song, there's like a key change, but like overall, the song changes meaning. Like once you hear it through, you think, oh, okay, this is that's about, and then there's a twist, and then you want to hear it again. And I really like that one, but I prefer the stage when I'm on stage, but I always enjoy making music. So let's say the stage, because that I really come alive. To my own detriment, I would say that I'm a late night creative, and I say that because I usually get creative peaks around 3 in the morning or something. So if I'm awake, I'll use it. So, but I've been trying to sleep better. A dream collaborator of mine would be someone off the wall like George Clinton, because I like that funk sound. And they were really doing it back then, you know, just making it happen, just all kinds of different sounds and just moving, just getting it going. One word that describes my sound would be, the best word I've found so far is cinematic. One word that describes me as an artist, so I've been told, is genuine. When people hear my name a year from now, especially if they're from the coastal bend, I want them to think, wow, look, he kept going, he kept pushing, and look where he's at now. Because hopefully I'll be in a better spot. When somebody first discovers my music, I want them to remember that they can listen to more of my music. They just have to look for it. I got all kinds of music.